This essay example, as well as thousands of others, is available in text format on our website for free and without registration. Simply Google Ivy Panda Free Essays.
Happiness is essential in everyone's life as it makes life enjoyable and motivates someone to move on. Many factors contribute to an individual's happiness, for instance, satisfaction in one's family life, work, love relationships, and even good academic performance. Money is also a contributing factor, but only when combined with other aspects like those mentioned above. This paper gives an insight into why I don't believe that money can buy happiness. I don't believe that money can buy happiness since some aspects that lead to happiness, such as respect, power, love, and a feeling of appreciation and belonging, cannot be bought but attained naturally. The more one earns, the more the needs are to be satisfied, and so money is essential to a certain level, after which it becomes a problem and makes people less approachable and more egocentric, affecting their social life negatively, hence hindering happiness in their lives. Money also impairs people's ability to enjoy life and the many things they have acquired through their wealth despite being in a better position to purchase items of choice because life's little pleasures are overlooked. Money helps us to have a comfortable life as we can cater to our needs, but it surely cannot buy us happiness. This is because happiness in our lives is brought about by the little pleasures that life holds for us, for example, the joy attained through socialization with others, satisfaction in work and family life among others, and not in the big pleasures attached to wealth and money. Materialistic people are generally unhappy as they tend to ignore the little things that bring about happiness in life in search of bigger things with the hope of being happier, which does not come to pass. According to Luscombe, money contributes to happiness when it is acquired to a certain amount, $75,000, in a year, after which no greater happiness is attached to the money. He argues that the lower an individual's income falls below $75,000 per year, the unhappier he or she may be, but at the same time, earning more than this does not guarantee any happiness. This shows that as much as money is essential in acquiring and satisfying our needs, it does not guarantee our happiness on its own, and other aspects of life have to be incorporated to attain happiness. Happiness can be viewed as how one feels at a particular moment, for example, emotionally well or not. It can also be viewed as the inner satisfaction an individual feels about his or her life in general in regard to what is happening. Money seems to make life appear to be working out well, but it does not contribute to a person's emotional well-being, leading to total happiness. Lower income does not lead to sadness but makes people stressed by the problems they face. For instance, those with family problems, like those who are sick, separated, or divorced, are not happy irrespective of the amount of income they earn. Hence, money just helps improve living conditions and brings a person to life he or she thinks is better but does not necessarily lead to happiness. There is more to happiness than money, and there are people who are without money but are happier than those with lots of money, depending on the circumstances that they face and the conditions in which they live. People who delight in their work, for example, those who are involved in more social work and a lot of human contact, seem to achieve much higher levels of happiness as compared to those whose work involves dealing with machines and less human interaction, since there is a good feeling that comes along with sharing of experiences, ideas, and opinions with others. For example, hairdressers, doctors, nurses, teachers, and social workers tend to be happier due to the solid social relations they develop between their colleagues and clients. This shows that although income matters, our attitude towards life is essential, plus the consideration of other factors that may lead to our happiness, like love, respect, and recognition. The key issue towards the attainment of happiness is the ability to have just enough money to cater for the basic needs, for instance, food, clothing, shelter, and health, and some little more for emergencies, and concentrating on how you spend your time and not what you can acquire. One should work on his or her strengths, purpose, the people, and things that make life worth living, and not on the items perceived to bring happiness but, in reality, do not. This is because happiness is an attitude, and making enough to facilitate basic needs and a little surplus creates some peace of mind. Hence, happiness and lack of it causes pain and stress as one tries to make ends meet. If you want to find more works like this essay on I Don't Believe Money Can Buy Happiness, head over to ivypanda.com. It has a collection of free samples with thousands of submissions covering virtually all academic subjects. No registration required to access it.